Hey, I'm PRC. This is a Big Mac, and this is an animation I made because I'm trying not to get a copyright strike on the Great Kirk Manahan channel. But this is what I'm trying to do.
If you remove one ingredient per day from a Big Mac, you will have a free Big Mac by the end of the week. Plus, you will love it more because you made it with your own hands.
So that's what we're trying to do there. We are recreating Kevin from The Office's famous or infamous, however you want to look at it, theory that if you remove one ingredient from a Big Mac per day, at the end of the week, you will have a free Big Mac. Now, you might be saying, why the fuck would you try this? Who's going to eat 7 Big Macs in a row? Somebody might. And you know what? Science is all about exploring. It's about progress. This could be awesome. The moon was just a fucking rock in space before somebody decided they want to go up there. And now it's cool. All right. So this could be cool. It probably won't be, but we'll give it a shot here. Um, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to take his theory, and kind of put it into PRChomps' own way. And I'm going to do that by trying to be more even technological here by adding a slideshow that I'm going to have to click because the slideshow goes full screen. So I'm just going to look at it on my page, and we'll pretend we're talking here. So let me add it. Okay. Now let me go slideshow. It shouldn't start at the beginning. Okay, so we're recreating Kevin from The Office's Big Mac theory. We just explained it. Now, in order to quantify this experiment, we have to define first what is good. And that is what you can see on the slide. Hopefully, I can't see me. So, okay, I can see me. Cool. What is good? Good. We're going to go by the philosophical standard, just because good, it can be very, very subjective. Now, the philosophical standard has a very, very baseline rubric for determining good. It's simple. Does this create more pleasure for yourself and others than it does pain? So that's how we're going to determine if this is a good idea. People are 0. Me, this is a 7.1. What does that mean? It means me eating a Big Mac doesn't really cause fuck all to you. And that doesn't mean I don't love you. I do love you, but I have to put it at 0 because it really doesn't affect you. For me, eating a Big Mac in its entirety, fresh out the box, is about a 7.1 out of 10. I do it very, very rarely. If I ate it every day, it'd probably go down. But this is going to be the baseline. Now, of course, you're saying PRC. Of course, this is going to be less than a 7.1 on the 4th day. And we'll get into that in a second. Yeah, of course it is. That's why I planned a rubric on top of that. Listen, I have no fucking shortage of data. We're going to get to the bottom of this, okay? Now, this is another one I just threw in there. This is variables. This is what could bring the good down. This is what we were just talking about. It does make sense, actually. Less burger times 3. So, removing each ingredient, we're going to have a little bit less burger. The product will be older, of course. So by the end of by our 4th Big Mac, we're going to have a 4-day-old Big Mac. And other stuff I'll think of as I talk. I have not thought of other stuff. So those are the big variables, really. We're going to have less burger each time we eat it. And, it's going to be older when we get our free Big Mac. Hopefully you saw those quotes. I can't see me on the screen here at all to do this slideshow. So I'm sure you did. Um, Oh, how will you quantify this good? Because we talked about that. Because you might be saying, oh, PRC, this is not a good idea. Of course, it's going to be a lot worse. Yes. So saving money is a standard 9 for me. I love it. 9 out of 10. Therefore, if the average score of the 4 burgers doesn't deviate -2 points, so if the average of all of them are 5.2 or above, then 9 plus 5.2 is 14.2 divided by 2 is 7.1. I PEMDAS that. I didn't put the parentheses and all that, but you get it. So 14 plus 2 divided by 2 is 7.1. So if it's a 5.3, it's 7.15. So technically it's a better score. So that's how I ended, that's how I quantified that, and that's how I added that in to make this a fair ball game, because otherwise it really wouldn't be a fair ball game. The Big Mac clearly is going to be substantially worse on the 4th day. Now, why did you do the 4th day instead of Kevin's, not the 7 days? Because math, right? So if you look at it, 365 days in a year, and every 4th day you get a free Big Mac. Divided, I did PEMDAS this one, divided by 52. that's how many weeks are on a year, equals 1.75 free burgers per week as opposed to one. So with this, with PRC's new and improved standard, we're getting probably, well, we are getting close to 2 burgers per week. So this is going to equal a ton more burgers. And we're also kind of semi eliminating the staleness of it, because when you look in the average days of ingredients for these products, the ingredients in this, you start to get to, after a week, it's starting to get a little hairy. All right. 3 days uh, is cool with me. I got a little container because I don't know where my wife put the big containers, because every week she fucking rearranges the whole damn house. So this is gonna have to make do, and I will make do because that's just what I am, man. You give me a fucking lemon, and I will turn it into fucking champagne. All right. So we're gonna figure this out. So I think that's the end of the slideshow. Bean, yes, that is the end of the slideshow. So we got it. We're doing every 4 because it's more economically and safer. All right. This is this is just a good idea. Okay. Um, I told you to quantify how we're going to quantify it. I put in my fail safes to make sure that this is a fair handicapped race here, fair handicap match here. I showed you the video. I checked off all my boxes here. So all we got to do now is just eat the Big Mac. And this is what we're going to do. We're going to rate day one's Big Mac. Um, as you can see, it's in 3 tiers, so it kind of makes itself perfect. So we just do 1 tier, 2 tier, 3 tiers. Now this is a variable I had not planned for. McDonald's usually puts their tops, the sauce and all that crap, on the top. Okay. This time they did not. They put it on the middle one. So I was going to save the bun with the sauce and everything to last, because the sauce and the lettuce and all that clearly uh, is not going to work, or is not going to work. It's going to be the first to go in case something happens. Yes, uh, it's the easiest. It'll die the quickest, right? I'm not worried about these burgers or this bun dying in 3 days. I am worried about the sauce and the lettuce starting to go bad. That is what I tried. That is what I wanted to say. Hopefully you stuck with me through that. So today we're just being really simple. We are taking this top dry bun off, and we are putting it in my magic box here, and that is in the box. Okay. So now we're going to do this. We're going to take the middle, and we're going to flip it over. So now we got like a Frisco melt double thing going on here. If you can take a look at that, we have the middle on the top and the top on the middle. I'm gonna eat this, and I'm gonna spare you the unfortunate witnessing of watching me scarf down a burger. Um, so on episode, or the next slide, or the next video, when I pop back up, when you see me again, when I magically appear, um, I will have a rating on this burger. Also, Tim Smith wanted me to do a deal, to give you a free deal, or a free quick tip on deals on the app and all that. I will give you one because it's Friday. This is a Friday deal on the McDonald's app. You get to use a deal once every 15 minutes, okay? And on Fridays, McDonald's has 10-piece nugget for $1, 10-piece nuggets if you spend $1, and they have free fries if you spend $1. Now, the fries will go bad very early. The nuggets can last a little bit. So if you get one deal every 15 minutes, go ahead, order yourself a pie and the nuggets, okay, for $1 or whatever. Order the nuggets, and then you spent like $1.50 or something on the pie, okay? Then wait 15 minutes. After the 15 minutes has elapsed, order the free fries with $1. Get yourself a drink. Okay. So what you've done in 16 or so minutes is you've ordered an entire meal, a dessert, fries, drinks, and a 10-piece nuggets for about $2 and something like that. That's your tip. There you go, Tim. All right. I will see you on the next, when I pop up and magically appear again, with the rating for this one, and then the day twos. All right. See ya. Hello. Welcome to day 2. I'm an idiot. That is the only thing I've concluded in this experiment so far, is I'm an idiot. So what happened is I just recorded a whole 5-minute video explaining day 2 of testing Kevin from the Office's Big Mac theory. Um, and I showed the burger, and I showed all these graphs and stuff, and I did this whole elaborate thing. And the whole time, my fat ass had the mute button on, so no one saw anything. I'm making sure it's not on this time, so no one heard anything. It was just me talking, and then I went to watch it, and there was no sound. So, like I said, in day one, I'm known for making champagne out of lemons, and that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're all gonna drink still. Uh, we're all gonna do this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you the screen recording of the video, and I'm just gonna commentate about what I was saying, and hopefully that will give you an idea of what this video is about. This is the best way I think I can do it, and we're just gonna do it. We're gonna make it happen. So without further ado, I present to you day two, part two, the director's commentary. Okay, so here we are. This is me talking. I believe I'm talking about samurais. Yes, the samurai sword. In this, yep, I did it twice to really emphasize a samurai sword. And it's kind of like the samurai sword. The samurais have a saying that every decision is like the swipe of a samurai sword, meaning you cut somebody, you can't take that back. You injure them, you kill them, you can't get back no matter how much you want to. So today's decision is going to be exactly like that because we're working with two patties and we have to remove one of them because we only have 2 days left. Now, here is a slideshow of the rankings of the Big Mac that I promised you. You can see my baseline Big Mac is 7.1. Yesterday's was 7.0. Granted, that was the easy day. We only took the top bun off, but it really didn't take away anything from the taste. Tasted just like a regular Big Mac. I was good to go. I'm pretty happy. I'm wondering because now we're taking a patty out, are these numbers going to just fall? Which I'm guessing they are, but we'll see. I don't know why this graph is still up. I don't know how long I can be talking about 4 words on a fucking slide. I mean, it just says regular Big Mac 7.1, day one 7.0. I don't know what I'm still saying about this. I'm probably pontificating on a bunch of bullshit that you really don't need. So hopefully this cuts off pretty soon, or we can just fast forward. We may just fast forward here. Okay, we're gonna fast forward. I am still talking about this. How is this possible? Okay, now I'm done. And now I'm back, and I think I'm about to show you the burger. Is what's going to happen here because I made a decision. I had to choose because the conundrum we fell into with today's Big Mac is not only was the sauce in the middle, it was double sauced. So now we have sauce on both. We have sauce on the bottom. We have sauce on the middle, and I think I'm going to try to show you the burger. Yep, there I am. And I'm saying, oh boy, I did not. When all the variables, I had that slide with the variables. I did not see double sauce, and there I am, just half-ass removing lettuce. I don't know what removing one shred of lettuce really is going to do to the burger, but I thought it would because my theory has always been, like I said before, is I think the vegetables are going to go first. So that is what I went down. I made the decision to take the cheese part off. I had to come to grips with I'm going to have one that's going to have 2 day old sauce. Okay, I had to come with that decision. The sandwich artist threw us a curveball, but that's okay. I play baseball. Maybe you might not know that, but when you get a curveball, you still knock that shit out of the park, and that's what I did. So I took the bottom part off and I put it on there. So there it is. There's the bottom part. Wow, that was good timing. There's me showing you that. I'm going to put it in my little box, and I think at some point I do show the box if I'm a responsible journalist here. That would probably be the good thing to do is to show you what the box looks like, or maybe the bun from the day before. Can we go ahead and do that? There we go. So that bun is in perfect condition. It doesn't feel like a day has passed at all. There's nothing going on that bun at all. You could put it on the Big Mac today, and it would just be fine. Now here's me showing you the box. That's a really bad attempt at showing the box, but you get it. We got a nice little mini burger, and then that's the burger today. Not great. Oh, no spoilers, but it doesn't look as great as before. But we have a cheeseless patty, some sauce, and all the veggies and stuff, and the bottom. So I'm probably not too happy about it at this point, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it, and we're gonna see how that goes. That's the statistics. I don't know what I'm doing here now. I'm probably still just rambling on about Big Macs, but that's pretty much the video. That's pretty much day two. So we'll be back tomorrow with day three. We'll have the rating from day two and all that. I'm gonna go ahead and just get rid of this, pause it. But that's pretty much the decision there. What a horrible place to pause, man. That's a terrible picture. Who cares? You just got to own it. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my beautiful face. All right. So we will be back tomorrow, hopefully, if this recording works and I didn't mute it, with day three. and moving on to day 4 when we'll have our free Big Mac and see how our little science experiment. We lit the fuse. Now we got to see what kind of shit blows up. So we're gonna see what happens. All right. So I will see you guys back tomorrow, day 3. It'll be another magic video. Hello, here I am again. Adios. Day 3 has arrived. They say he who builds a mountain does so one step at a time, one stone at a time. And I feel the same is true for us. He who builds a free Big Mac can only do so one portion of it at a time. And let's take a look at it first and foremost. This is what we got so far. Today, we're adding the middle, and we're going to have ourselves a free Big Mac. Report on it looks pretty good. It smells fine. Everything seems to be in order here. Nothing sticking out. The buns feel fine still. Uh, I'm not too worried about this because we only got one more day left. So I think we're gonna make it. And we got the new Big Mac, and we're gonna unbox this together as friends. And we'll do that at the end. But first, let's take care of some business. Uh, Gonna add this to stage because I learned how to add slides to the actual just thing instead of going to my Google Slides. So this is pretty awesome. Look at look at me, technologically advanced. Um, so the regular Big Mac standard 7.1. Day 1, not a big surprise. We just removed the bun. Nothing really changed. 7.0. Yesterday, I was very worried about it because it was just a plain ass hamburger, no cheese, anything like that. I thought it was going to be way down there. I am grateful to whoever made my Big Mac that they double sauced it because that sauce really made that burger. And I was actually pleasantly surprised that it was a 5.5. So I'm actually thinking that this experiment may work. I think it may. I think it may equal the 7.1 or be over. I'm not doing the math. I could do the math really easily and tell you what score I need to get above 7.1. But I think that would create some kind of implicit bias, some kind of subconscious bias in me because I'd be like, oh well, I got to get to this threshold, or if I don't want it to be good, I got to do this. I'm not going to do that. This is a neutral experiment. We're keeping this objective as fuck. Uh, so I'm not going to do that. But we are going to talk about some new variables. I have new variables that I'm adding to this. One, I'm an idiot. It's becoming increasingly more apparent that every day I have to film a new video, I will find a new problem, uh, and something will happen. So I don't know if I can record this for 7 days in a row without just blowing up the whole spot. To be completely honest with you, so that's a new variable that I'm an idiot. Um, 2, double sauce is a thing. Someone mentioned this to me. I believe it was Tim Smith. We were talking about Big Macs one time, and he said double sauce is a thing. At least it is in Europe, and I think I think I'm getting double sauce more often. I just never thought about that. So I think the first time when it wasn't double sauced was the outlier, and every time is actually double sauce. I think I flipped them because let's revert back to slide number 1. I'm an idiot. So that would fall in line with slide number 1. So double sauce is a thing. 3, depreciation is increasing at a runaway exponential pace. What does that mean? That means this is already day 3, and I don't want, it's not fun. Uh, the whole science experiment and doing this is very fun, but I'm telling you, I don't want a Big Mac anymore. This is not like it was fun the first day. It was less fun the second day. It kind of just bleh now. But I'm going to do it for science, and if you are the biggest Big Mac fan in the world, then you will love this trick. So this is only probably for about 5 people in the world, but that's we do science to see if it's fun. And sometimes you learn stuff like eating a Big Mac every day that you should have known probably that it's not a great idea is turning out to not actually be a great idea. But that's why we do science. And also, we will refer to slide number 1. I am an idiot. So that take care of that. All right, now let's get rid of here. Let's unbox this Big Mac. Here we have it. Looks pretty standard. Uh, we got double sauce. So, yep, that is correct. I think double sauce is the thing. Today we talked about it. Yesterday was a sword swipe. Today's a sword swipe. We know what we got to do. We know the job. We know the mission on the table here. We got to take these pickles, this lettuce, and this crappy burger with no cheese on it, and we got to put it in the box. And I'm not going to create the Big Mac just yet because I'm going to save that because I'm a professional here. I'm going to save that for the big reveal in the last one. So that's what we got. We got a whole Big Mac working with us now. Tomorrow we're going to put that together. We're going to try it and we're going to rank it live. Not live, but live to me. So that's what we got going. That is day 3. I was going to have some cool montage, but I'm not that technologically advanced yet. So we'll just keep doing this. And this was fun. So when you see me tomorrow, I will have the free Big Mac. I will pay 0.0. Well, no. Well, for that particular Big Mac, I will pay $0. But in the other one so far, actually, I paid $0 anyways because I have bonus points. So it's a win-win for big old me. But I will see you tomorrow and rank them and see how they go. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
Today is the day. The final moment of the great free Big Mac experiment has arrived, and we will finally decide if all this was worth it. Like a great magician, we have turned 3 good burgers into 4 mediocre ones and consumed 1650 calories on this saga. Some said it could not be done. By some, just my wife. And it was actually don't do it. Deep down in my heart, I am pretty sure she meant it couldn't be done. But it has been done, and tonight, we eat the fruit of our hard work. Welcome to the conclusion.
Well, it's not too far down to paradise. At least it's not for me. And if this Big Mac is right, I can just take flight, find tranquility. That's right. We have reached the end, the pinnacle, the conclusion of this 4-day saga. I have in my possession a free Big Mac that I'm going to eat tonight that is going to cost me $0 tonight. It cost me 18,000 McDonald's points to get there, which if you would have spent money, it would have cost me about $15. So you want to spend $15 on 3 Big Macs, you'll get the 4th one free. That's basically how it goes. So I am going to show the made free Big Mac, and that will be revealed. But like any true professional, I have to save that till the end because I have to sell you on some boring data that I've collected. Because what is a science experiment if we didn't collect data and we didn't analyze it and we didn't learn from it? So let's do that right now. That sounds like a great idea, PRC. Look at this slides. I'm a master of slides now. I figured this out. It only took me 4 days. I'm not an idiot anymore. So take that, Dad. Let's see the numbers here. Regular Big Mac, we said the baseline was 7.1. Day 1, 7.0. Day 2, 5.5. Wow, surprised. We talked about that. I was wondering why I said wow, surprised. We said wow, surprised because we set the bar way, way low because it was just the cheeseless patty and we didn't know how it was going to taste. And it exceeded the very, very, very low bar that we had. So I gave it a little bit of higher score. Probably should have been more objective about that, but I was, wow, surprised as I put my notes. Please read. Day 3, 6. Yesterday was the cheesy part of the half. If I ate that more than once, it would go down drastically. But on that day, it was a 6. So what does that mean? Was this good? We remember we set up our rubric. We were going to do the 3 scores plus 9 for the happiness factor, and then divide that by the 3 scores to see what we got. So what did we get? We got day 1, 7, day 2, 5.5, day 3, 6, which added up to 18.5. So then we added that to my happiness score, which took away from the data of fucking up the Big Mac and only eating half and half and half and half and half because I saved money in the end here. So that's a 9. Then we divided by the 3 Big Macs we have, which brought me to a total of 9.16. I did do it with 4 just to see if the happiness factor could count, and the day it went like 3 point something, so it was going to be skewed either way. So that's the first conclusion is I have to work on a better mathematical formula for that. But the biggest issue we have here is we'll get to conclusions. Objectively, yes, considering this data with the math, it was objectively better. But I put way too much weight on the saving money metric, which made this seem like an objectively much better thing. I'd have to go back and check to see and think about it. If saving money was detracted by the fact that I had to eat. I should have added a depreciation factor. That's what it was. It wasn't the math. This is pretty good, but it should have a depreciation factor subtracted from the 9. So then I can subtract the 3 to get a more honest score, because this doesn't have the depreciation factor. It just factors for the fucking ingredients I took off. And that should be that should be there in some form, not too much. Well, I guess the lower numbers are the depreciation, but no, there's an ultimate depreciation too. So yeah, okay. I just ranted on for about 30 seconds looking at stuff. Well, forget. We're gonna tweak it. That's all. That's all you have to remember from that is we're gonna tweak it. But basically, I put way too much weight on the saving money metric, or I didn't put a rudder in there to kind of counterbalance that, because obviously 9.16 is way off. So the data is probably on me, because subjectively, by the third day, this got not fun, and I think that's just is the icing on the cake for my previous conclusion there, that I should add another metric to this, because there should be something thrown in there for this just subjectively starting to suck the more it went on. But at the end, I think I'm going to have fun. I'm going to say I had fun, because this was a fun experiment in the end. The days, they were tough, but now that I'm looking back, now that I'm on the other side of the hill, I've climbed it, and now I'm just walking down. Um, I probably will say I had fun looking back on this, just making signs for my friends. Pretty fun times. So, thank you. That's pretty much the end. That's the end of our big grand experiment here. And as promised, I was going to play a song. I don't have the money to play the Deadpool and Wolverine Like a Prayer, so just pretend that's playing as this is slowly coming across your screen. So this is it. This is the Big Mac in all its glory. We're going to take one bite just to give you a taste. One bite, everybody knows the rules. I'll be damned if that doesn't just taste like a fucking Big Mac I got yesterday. That is the most surprising conclusion of the whole damn thing. That shit has been sitting in there for 4 days, and it tastes the exact same as the first one I fucking bought. I'm glad my data fucked up like that, because this conclusion is that free Big Mac that Kevin said was you made with your own 2 hands and it tastes good. Totally fucking worth it. That was cool. That was objectively a cool, fun way to end it, because I thought there's a million ways that could taste. It feels brand new, no dryness, no crustiness. Sauce tastes exactly the same. The lettuce and the pickles and all that even taste good. I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Okay. So that's why we do science experiments, because shit like that happens. And it tastes the exact same as the Big Mac you had on day one. And it's very, very weird. So 7.1. I couldn't tell if you told me that if you took a 4-day-old Big Mac and a 1-day-old Big Mac and put them in front of me, I wouldn't be able to tell you. That was crazy. So that was cool. Anyways, so yeah, this is the video, guys. That's it. Thank you for watching. PRChomps episode 3 next week. I think we'll do something a little less labor intensive, but still fun. Still much more fun. So, but we're always going to keep it different. We're always going to switch it up. So, thank you for watching, everybody. Have a good day. Have a good week. Peace out.